Hello there, this is Jack with Angel Home Solution. A couple of days ago, I released a video giving resource on how you would call your lender if you are struggling making mortgage payment. And I actually gave up after 3 hours of waiting on the line. Nobody. I got transferred to an agent that's supposed to handle the disaster assistant, but get me nowhere, and I end up giving up on that. So today I want to do a part two of that video to really give you the resource. I feel like I didn't do enough. I feel like I gave up in the middle where it is super important for you. I know someone might be struggling financially during this crazy time. Somebody might be thinking about selling a house, but it is a huge deal. If you don't have to, I wish they don't have to sell their house. So if it is related to financial, obviously there is a way to freeze your mortgage temporarily. So it is called the mortgage forbearance. I want to give more resource around that, just to want to deliver to the finish line, so I don't give a half-ass effort, right? This is really important for you, and I want to give my best. So first of all, what is mortgage forbearance? Mortgage forbearance, it is assistance program, that most mortgage lender offer to help you during your financial hardship. It is a short-term loan solution. It is a short-term solution, by the way, where you don't have to make the regular payment. It could be, no payment for 3 to 6 months, or partial payment, or interest only payment. Um, you know, it is up to you and the person on the other line, the lender, um, the mortgage holder, to decide what you qualify for. Bottom line is, it is not free, or the portion of that month will not be forgiven at all. You still have to make that payment back and catch up, somehow at the end of that period, the forbearance period. I'm really struggling to understand the concept. For example, if you are holding your payment for 3 months, for example, in our Washington state, it could be probably 3,000 to 6,000 for that 3 months. What you gonna do after that 3 months? Are you certainly having the money to pay to catch up with that? I totally don't understand. But it is an option that might work for you. It probably not really fit for me personally. That's why I don't understand. But maybe it is important for you. Maybe that 3 to 6 month period is what you really need to catch up with, and then suddenly you can solve the issue afterward. I don't know, but I'm here to give the resource for you. Um, and obviously, there are also resources after that 3 to 6 month, that the lender or the mortgage holder are having in order to help you. Maybe there are payment program that they can consider and that fit for you as well. So doing the applications, after I give up the phone call, I go into their website. You probably can find that. I have a couple mortgage property that is with Penny Max, and also Mr. Cooper, Mr. Cooper right there. You can find that on their website, pennymaxusa.com. And then, exceptionally very interesting for PennyMac. You, there is a program that you can opt into that automatically get you involved and enroll into that forbearance program. Um, so they allow me to stop making payment right now for 3 months, and without doing anything, without extra effort. So if that's what you need, here you go. You don't have to be on a line. as soon as you can make the payment back, give them a call if you plan to make the payment before then. But my understanding is if you're not making the payment, they're not gonna put interest onto you, putting late fee onto you. You still have to pay the interest of the loan amount as you would every month. So those mortgage, which is those payment, which is compiled at the end, and you're supposed to pay it all back after the forbearance period over. Um, and then if you're not making the payment, they're not gonna call you as you normally would have, like a reminder call and whatnot. But more importantly, you would not be reported to the credit bureau, hurting your credit and whatnot. So that is a good thing, and it was surprising to me that they make it so easy for you to get that resources. On the other hand, for Mr. Cooper, um, they asked me to go through a list of questionnaire, fill up all the information, and then after you submit all that, there is more document that needed to be submitted to them. For example, the mortgage applications, mortgage assistant application, essentially a repeat of what you filled up online um, in a paper form. So ask the same question, about yourself, as the borrower, property information. Um, is it a residential? Is it a rental property? And then the type of hardship that you have, and how long you expect that hardship to be, why you experience that hardship, all of those questions, and then also ask about your income. We'll ask about your 45060 so that they can request your tax transcripts. And then they ask about your income, your pay stuff, your W-2. It's probably a case by case too. And it asks about bank statement, all of those stuff to verify your conditions. So far, I haven't heard about the update yet, but that is some of the information that you would prepare if you're interested in this program. Again, I would be highly cautious about executing that. Make sure you don't stop paying until you get the approval, and make sure those program that you got approved for doesn't cause any credit damage, or they will report to credit bureau and whatnot. Until you have those two items checked off, then you can have the option whether you want to pause the payment or you keep going making the payment. And then I still don't understand how you can catch up at the end of that forbearance period. I personally, if I would be in that situation, I would not be able to catch up. Yeah, it's just the nature of the financial stress that most people experience, right? Most people live paycheck to paychecks. You know, when you got hit with the hardship, then you kind of pause, and then after you get back to the wheel, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. So I don't understand how you can catch up with that with that pause period, 3 to 6 months, right? If it were to be 6 months, it could be 6,000 to 12,000. So and the only way that I see mortgage forbearance might be beneficial for you is if you can somehow negotiate with the lender to have that amount of pause period pushed toward the back, meaning you're not gonna catch up within, after that 3 to 6 month period over, but catch up at the end of the loan. At some point we're gonna refinance the house, or sell the house, right? So during that time, the leftover balance will just pay off at that time. So that is the best way I can see it can be a help. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit tough. Catch up at the end of the loan periods. Don't forget about the insurance and your property tax. If it is part of the mortgage, I would assume that will be covered, but I would still verify that, making extra caution, because not paying tax, it's also causing your house to be foreclosed as well. Um, and then not paying insurance will also affect you as well. So anyway, these information, I know it's not a magic bullet, not a magic pill into financial situation, um, but at least you have this option available. Will you choose to execute that? Um, the reason I really want to give this option to deliver this is because of the go giver. I want to give. I want to find way to provide resources that truly benefits you, and so if you if you get any benefit from this video and whatnot, I hope you have a tool to solve your issue. And I am planning to produce more content that is educational, provide more resources, provide more value, so that you don't have to sell your house, so that you can avoid mistake that we made, so that you can take advantage of the information and be armed with that, and beneficial to yourself. So thank you so much. If there is any question, reach out to us at angelhomesolution.com or comment down below. Happy to see what I can answer for. Thanks. Bye.